Man, can you guys believe it? Just when I thought today couldn't get any worse, my favorite restaurant in town closes down. I mean, ever since I got drafted, all my friends, my family, they just think I'm living the life, but it's definitely not that easy. I mean, I'm blessed to be making money to play baseball, but I can't even afford to get my car fixed. I know you guys see the dent in the back of this thing. We all have roommates. We don't live on our own. We can't afford to live on our own. We take the same old smelly buses game after game. We'll never take a plane to go play against another team. We're having 10, 12, 15-hour bus rides. I mean, the average minor league player gets paid $2,000 a month, and to make things worse, you're only paid for the 6 months you play in a year. Now, since I did have the weekend off, I decided to go ahead and hit up an old buddy from high school. He's always been good with giving advice, so I figured we could meet up at one of our old spots. I know you guys see that stadium in the background. That thing is beautiful. I need to be playing in a place like that. So he's just getting here now. I don't know what the heck he's wearing, man, but that's not the point. After talking for a few minutes, he pretty much told me, if you want to get rid of this car, if you want to play in a stadium like that, I can hook you up. Steroids? No chance. Never, ever. I've heard the side effects. I would never do that. I would never take the chance of tarnishing my legacy like that. So I went home that night. I tried to sleep, but of course I couldn't. So I decided to get up, go for a walk at about 1 or 2 in the morning. Must have walked by 10, 15 people. Some of the people I walked right in front of and made eye contact with, and none of them recognized who I was. I mean, what do I gotta do to get people to recognize me, to get this city behind my back, to get what I want in life? Maybe he's right. Yo, what's going on, guys? So I listened to your comments in the last video. You guys told me, TD, go ahead, purchase 12,000 training points so you can get to the major leagues as fast as possible. Now, we have been calling it steroids instead of training points, so I decided to go ahead, improve my contact versus righties and lefties to a 60, my power versus righties to a 75, my power versus lefties to a 70, and my plate vision, once again, man, all the way up to a 70. And my plate discipline, I decided to keep that the same. I improved my batting clutch up to a 60. I mean, obviously, I want to be great in the field as well. Ooh, look at that, Rocket League update. But I improved my fielding to 70, my reaction to 62, and I'm also going to improve my arm strength up to a 60 as well. Now, you guys were telling me, TD, you got to improve that speed. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to bump it all the way up to a 70. A heck of a lot better than it was looking last week. I mean, when I first started this career, my speed was 10. I mean, think about that for a second. 10. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to use these 8,000 training points, which means I still do have 6,000 left. And of course, I want your guys' feedback on what I should use the remaining 6K on. Now, here we are, man. My first game after taking some steroids, and we're driving this one in the gap, man. And that's going to be good enough for an RBI, and we are in there for a stand-up double. I was thinking about 3, but our speed, it's not there just yet. But hopefully, sooner than later, it will be. Now, later on in the top of the third, up 2-0 at this point. A man on first, 0 outs, facing an 0-1 count. And again, man, I'm hitting this one up the middle, right past the second baseman for our second hit of the game. Now, I am going to advance the runner all the way over the third base. I mean, what a great way to start this game. Obviously, these steroids are kicking in. Now, later on in the third inning, man on first and third. I'm looking to get to second base, but instead I end up getting picked off. I definitely fell asleep for a second there. So a disappointing way to end that inning. Now, later on in the top of the fifth, I'm able to foul the fastball off and away. I mean, every time I get a fastball up high, I'm looking to put that one over the fence. So facing a 1-2 count, here comes the pitch, and I end up striking out, looking a fastball down and low, and he definitely got me there. So here we are in the top of the 7th inning, still up 3-0. We're gonna go ahead and swing at the first pitch, put this one in the center field, and we're gonna wave one man home, and we're going in for 2. Actually, you know what? Get back to first base. Okay, wait a second. Let's go back for second. All right, I don't know what I'm doing on the bases. Obviously, I should have just kept going to second. I thought they were gonna throw me out. He actually threw it to third, but regardless, I'm in there for a base hit. I was able to get another RBI and advance the other runner over the third. Now, you guys see me here stealing for second base, and I didn't even need a slide on that one. I got such a great jump. So at second base now, my teammate is going to get a base hit right to the center fielder. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to round third, and we're not even going to have a play at the plate. I got around the bases so quick. Obviously, that speed, not only for stolen bases, but hits like that, I'm able to get home on. Whereas before, I was having to wait at third base. I would end up finishing 3 for 5 in that game with 2 RBIs. So here we are once again taking on the Harrisburg Senators at Highland Park. My last 4 games, I'm batting 7 for 16. Good enough for a .438 batting average. Hopefully we can continue the hot streak today. In the top of the first, our first 2 batters got out. I'm the 3rd batter up. I'm swinging at the first pitch, and I'm going to drive this one right in the center field. Another base hit. So obviously these steroids, man, they weren't just good enough for 1 game. These are improving my hitting every single game. Later on in the top of the 4th, down 3-2. Again, man, swinging at the first pitch, but that goes right to the 3rd baseman. A great scoop by him, and I am out at first base. So in the top of the 5th, I see things are tied at 3 apiece. 2 outs, 1 man on. I got a chance to do something here. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try and do something. You guys see I hit this one in the gap in the right field. It's going to be at least good enough for a double. You know what? I'm thinking 3. We're sending the other runner home. They're going to throw it to home. That's not even close, and I am in for a stand-up triple, the first one in my career. And now I'm looking to get home. My teammate facing an 0-2 count. Let's see what he's going to do with it, and he's going to end up swinging and missing. They would have to end up throwing him out at first base, but they do. And for whatever reason, man, when I get in scoring position, my teammates seem to struggle. But after batting in the go-ahead run, up 4-3, later on in the 7th inning, 2 men on, 1 out, and I crush this one in the right field. It looks like it's going to be deep enough, but it's off the wall. And once again, man, I am thinking another triple. Here's a play at the plate, and that's not even close. 2 more RBIs on the day, and my 2nd triple of the game. You guys see my teammates are pumped up. I'm pumped up 6-3 now. Let's see if my teammates can finally get me home. The shortstop, a great play, and look at that double play. And once again, man, I am denied a scoring opportunity. So in the bottom of the 7th, I'm finally in the field. This one's coming right to me. I'm looking to turn 2, and we do a double play. Once again, man, that was, I want to say, the first one in my career. So obviously another outstanding game. You guys see I finished 3 for 5, 2 triples, 3 RBIs, and that would be good enough to get player of the game. You guys see once again, man, me earning another Topps card in this one. So 2 outstanding games after taking the steroids. Now I was supposed to sit out in the next game, but they did bring me in as a pinch runner in this situation. So you guys see me getting loose at 2nd base. Maybe I can try stealing for 3rd. It's the top of the 5th. We're down 3-2. And look at this. Ray Bynum's going to crush this one in the right field. I'm looking to tag up, but I'm not going to need to, as Ray Bynum crushes a home run. And that was pretty easy, man. I came in as a pinch runner, but I just get to jog around 3rd and get in home to tie things up. Obviously, Ray Bynum, his run was good enough for the lead. So up 6-5 now in the bottom of the 6th. You guys see I'm actually playing 2nd base. Now my primary position is 3rd base, but my secondary position is 2nd base. So here is the hit right to me. Easy money, man. Right to the first baseman, and that is going to retire the inning. Now I noticed at 2nd base there's a lot more action over here. Another ground ball my way. I'm going to scoop it up, throw it to 2nd. Here's the throw to 1st, but I was a little slow turning that double play. So it's going to end up being a fielder's choice. Bottom of the 8th, man. Again, the Senators are threatening to get something going, but I'm going to scoop up that ground ball, throw it to 1st, and that is going to be the end of the inning. We would go on to win this one 6-5. An offensive performance by both teams. I would finish 1 for 2 in the day. Another RBI in this game. And you guys see I had plenty of fielding opportunities in that game at 2nd base. I actually like playing 2nd base. Maybe even better than 3rd base. But that's going to do it for today's episode, man. If you guys are ready for the next MLB episode, go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. I definitely want to keep bringing you guys more MLB content. I'm definitely enjoying it. By far my favorite game out right now. And of course, I want to thank you guys for all the support. And until next time, I'm signing out.